Anyway.
Welcome to MCG Labs. Here are your hosts, Mario and Stephen G, with Edgar Noel. Enjoy the ride.
Hi, welcome to another edition of MCG Labs. I'm one of your hosts, Mario.
I'm Stephen G.
I'm Noel.
Yay, and remember, MCG Labs is
Forever!
All right, guys, today we're going to talk about three things. First of all, today is October 5th. And we're going to go watch Craven, but with all the stuff that was going on with the writer's strike and also with the Screen Actors Guild.
They got that coin.
Yeah, so they got postponed till next August of 2024.
August 30th.
That's so long, too, for a movie that's already done.
See, like, why couldn't they just make it for, like, February or, like,
January.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they come to a conclusion where the Screen Actors Guild is finally, okay, then we'll negotiate and then they're fine. But I just hope that it just happens, like you guys said, in January or February of 2024.
Yeah, because August is a bit much. I mean, like, this movie was like 80% done, I think, 90% done.
Yeah.
Like, they were already like, oh, you can buy tickets to it.
Yeah.
So that's how done it was.
But it's okay. Screen Actors Guild, you guys get your money's worth.
Yes.
Yeah. And then after that, we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four. I guess the rumor is nobody wants to touch the Fantastic Four as far as for the writers. Either it's a taboo thing to where the first Fantastic Four with the Silver Surfer and all that, I thought it was great.
It was good.
This was the second one?
Yeah.
The Silver
second
Surfer?
one, Silver
Yeah.
Surfer.
Because I still watched it in the movies. I thought it was still good, a good story. It
Yeah.
was a little bit comical-ish.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, like all the other Marvel and DC ones. But I thought it was still a good story. But I guess now nobody wants to touch it because it has to be like
too
a
hot.
story. Yeah. I mean, even the newest one that they just came out with in 2016.
I didn't,
I
sorry, I
didn't see
didn't
that
care
one.
for it.
Yeah, I thought it
didn't
was
see it.
good. I thought it was good.
Meh.
Yeah.
Could've done
But,
Sorry, Captain America is my flaming torch.
Chris Evans is always going to be the Human Torch, no matter
Yeah.
what. Sorry.
But I thought it was really good to me because it was a story. But it left you in a cliffhanger and that was it. Nothing happened. But like I was telling Steven, hey, who do you think would probably be a good writer to make an amazing story for Fantastic Four? I said Zack Snyder.
And I told Mario, I'm like, I think Sam Raimi should do it because, he directed Doctor Strange Part 2. It's dark, it's edgy, and I don't know, he I forgot what movie I told you he was going to do, but Sam Raimi said that he might either do another Doctor Strange Part 3 or he might do something else in a future MCU project. We don't know, but hopefully he takes the job for the next Marvel project.
You know what? Screw it. Peter Jackson. Let's go.
Yeah. But as far as for the new Fantastic Four, I'm thinking it has to be, if somebody writes it, it's got to be a really good story.
It has
to
to be.
where it has to conclude. Because, they already announced it in all the other movies that the building was sold, but they didn't know who it was. And we all had our theories that it was that Fantastic Four building.
And what was your-
Everybody's been thinking it's Fantastic Four thing because they're not even showing who bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Who did you say was Mario that in your theory who bought the building?
well, first I thought it was, Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Because one of the theories that I thought that maybe how they're going to bring into the Fantastic Four, I thought that like in Endgame where Tony Stark meets his dad back in the 60s.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that probably the theory was that when Tony Stark's dad, when they meet and then they talk and then they had a moment there, father and son, that all of a sudden the camera pans back to the father and then all of a sudden he's talking to the Fantastic Four and then they, I guess with the Pym stuff, that he's working with Ant-Man's father-in-law or the Wasp's dad, that somehow they met back then. And then that's when the Fantastic Four comes in, and then somehow they got stuck in the continuum. But for 5 minutes of being them stuck, it was like
5 years.
5 years.
Or
Even maybe 50 years.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back to this timeline. So, and then he goes, hey, we're in the Fantastic Four. We were back in this time. But then I guess with all that stuff that's been going on with them, how they got their powers. Yeah, I mean, it happened in space, but they can also say it could happen in this continuum spot. But then I told Steven, I was like, hey, well, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But that's just one of the theories. And I go, hey, well, maybe Dr. Doom bought that building saying, well, where are these guys at? Well, let me just buy this building just to say, I'm covering up for them. And that's how that came about.
And I told Mario, like, maybe there's a theory that, because the building that the Fantastic Four in is called the Baxter Building.
Yep.
Maybe they rebuild it differently, renovate it, and they just call it the Baxter Building. So that's hopefully, we haven't got any, Easter eggs or anything that the Fantastic Four is coming, but there is a lot of, news that Josh Hartnett, if you guys remember him, that he should play Dr. Doom. And I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know about Noel, if you had a theory or a potential person that should be Dr. Doom.
I'm a John Krasinski simp, so
That would be so awesome.
I want him back.
It's a different variant,
Yeah.
Reed
But-
Richards, and then you see him as Dr. Doom.
Going back to the Baxter Building real quick, there was someone that did point out on the internet that one of the details that kind of leans more towards that they bought the building is when they're in the alternate universe where they have the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Everything's there's plants everywhere, all the buildings covered in plants. And in Spider-Man Far From Home, when he's going through New York and he goes through the old Stark building, there's a bunch of plants. Like there's an outdoor atrium where there's like an outdoor garden and stuff already on that. So it's like, and I was told that Mr. Fantastic was the reason why everything's like plant-based in that reality. So that's one of the things where it's like, oh, he's really into outdoor, like plants creating oxygen. I don't know.
That's
That's
a
just
good
what I
theory,
heard.
though.
I like that.
Theory.
Yeah.
Very, very
It
good.
supports the theory that they bought the Baxter building. Or they bought that building and made it
I
the
like
Baxter
that.
building.
Well, I just hope it happens pretty soon because now since we got this Kang stuff going around, and like I was telling Noel and I was telling Steven earlier that I guess a lot of the video games now, they just smashed all the Avengers. No more Avenger video games, nothing. So now they're going to go into something else, which I probably think it's going to be either more Spider-Man stuff coming up for Secret Wars, and of course the X-Men. Now, as far as for my thing, I did watch New Rockstars with Eric Voss, and then the comic historian
Hi,
was
guys.
his, hey,
We love
invite
you.
us on our show, please.
I know we love you.
Yeah, we love you. That he had a comic historian, and the comic historian was a special guest with Rockstars, and then they were talking about the Kang variants and stuff and all that. But what surprised me is that the comic historian said that one of the comic books back in the day that he was reading, that Kang, one of his variants, invented the Sentinels.
Yeah.
But wasn't it Trask that invented the Sentinels? But then I was
Peter Dinklage.
yeah, and I was telling Noel that, or Noel was telling me, hey, maybe he's a variant of Kang. So I'm like, what?
I want Peter Dinklage to be a Kang variant.
Come back. please.
Yeah.
Come back to the MCU.
And not just as a giant dwarf.
No, come back to something else. Come on, man.
Yeah, so I don't know as far as where that goes, but I'm pretty excited since now, Avengers are gone, so now it's time to bring in all these other mutants that are coming in.
Yeah.
Now, as far as for other mutants, there is a movie coming out next year, I hope soon. It's
Yeah.
the Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that. Of course, everybody's seeing it on Twitter and also on Instagram, Facebook.
All those leaked photos were
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the, if you guys go on any social media, whether it be Instagram or Facebook, that, so-and-so's coming back, Patrick Stewart's coming back, possible James McAvoy's coming back. And there was, if you guys watched all the Deadpool movies, part 1 in particular, that Colossus told him, he's like, we're taking you back to the professor. And he goes, McAvoy or Stewart? These timelines are so confusing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping
Timelines are
that
so
both of them are in the same room. He goes, which one do
Like
I
a Spider-Man moment?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping that James McAvoy does come back, and of course Patrick Stewart, and a lot of X-Men. Sorry, from the original series that Mario went to go see back in 2000, guys. The original movie, 2000. Old.
I have it on DVD.
It was great.
I don't have it, but anyway, but I've watched it. But I just remember them saying that Rogue could come back, Anna Paquin might come back, James Martin that played Cyclops might come back, and we all know, guys, obviously Wolverine is coming back.
Well, that was like the best part of Days of Futures Past, when he fixes the future and he wakes up and now all of his friends who are dead are back and stuff. It was so cool to see all of them. I was like, oh, God,
But do you think, Mario and Noel, do you guys think that they will reference Days of Future Past in Deadpool 3? Do you think? I know it's a stretch.
It depends on which Wolverine this was, because in
That
the
is
movie
true.
Logan, I'm not even sure if that Wolverine was that Logan or if that was another alternate future.
Yeah.
They weren't very clear on that. Like, is this a different Wolverine?
And
So-
guys, this is the cool part, because me and Mario were talking about this the other day, and his theory about how the X-Men will be brought in to the MCU is pretty awesome. So Mario, take it away.
Well, first, I wasn't too sure what was going on with Deadpool and Wolverine, because I told Steven, hey, so who are they going to fight? And then you told me, oh, it's going to be Deadpool and Wolverine fighting each other. So I went, what? And I went, oh, so they're fighting each other. But then I was telling Steven, you know how they're probably going to show it, and this is the theory, Noah, that
I'm ready.
Deadpool
Terrorize
has
me.
that watch that he can control time, okay? So they're going to be fighting and then this and that. And then, of course, Deadpool's going to bring back, he's going to do whatever's thing on his watch. He's going to bring back Kid Pool, Girl Pool, all these other Deadpools, right?
God.
From the other universes as a team to fight Wolverine. Now, I told him when that stuff starts happening, Wolverine is going to, of course, bring out his claws. He's going to chop off his arm with the watch, and he goes, well, you know what? I have a good team too. He's going to do that. Here pops out Storm. Here pops out Cyclops. Here pops out Beast. Here pops out Rogue, Gambit.
That'd be tight.
and then Mario said that I hope that they play the X-Men theme from back in the 90s when they animated. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That'd be sick.
I mean, they pop out and they're jumping out, and here's Storm going like this, and then
I-
all of a sudden you see Rogue, and then you see like
That would be
Beast
pretty
doing this.
sick.
I just want to
Yeah.
see Cyclops with his visor just goes, it's like, where do you want me to hit him at? You know?
Yeah,
Like, just,
and
you know,
then
just,
you see them fighting, and then it's like the classic X-Men with Magneto and them, but it's all the Deadpools and them coming this way.
That
Would that be
pretty
all
sick?
sick?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so
cool.
sick. But then also I told him, hey, what if that didn't happen, but then they bring out all of his variants of Wolverine?
'cause
Old
they're-
Man Logan.
Old Man Logan from- yeah.
When he first came out.
When he's like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all the testing.
But
and
they,
stuff.
guys, if you guys been, like following all the rumors and stuff like that, they said that Taron, I can't say his last name, Edgerton, that he played Elton John in the biopic. So they said that they wanted him to be a variant of Wolverine, and then of course Daniel Radcliffe, the boy who lived, they want him to be a variant too, which I can see.
I'd be okay with
But
that.
I think it was you, Mario, or somebody
his
else.
shirt off.
Yeah, that too. Woof. But they said that they wanted him to be a variant of Professor Xavier,
Yeah.
which I can see.
And I can see it because he has that accent. And then, in the original Wolverine, in the comic books, he's Canadian.
Yeah,
So French Canadian, so he might even have that accent. Like, even people go, why is he speaking so funny? Because he's a Canadian. I mean, yeah, they speak English, but they also speak French and all these other languages. So it's like,
South Park has ruined me because all I can imagine is Danny Radcliffe going, "Hey guys, hey buddy, how's it going?"
but then I don't know if you guys ever seen, like, they have, I think it's an edited picture of Danny DeVito, like his hair all messed up, and then he
See
has like,
Wolverine?
yeah. See, I kind of hope they pull that off.
I'll find that
That'd
picture.
be funny.
I'll find
yeah,
that
hey, go
picture.
if you find it, put it in the.
We'll
in the
find that
yeah,
picture.
because that's pretty funny. I'm like, oh, that's a little nod to like all the memes and stuff that's going around.
Yeah.
So that'd be funny. That'd be cool.
but I do believe with this new Deadpool that it's coming out, I'm pretty sure it's going to start going into the mutant agenda.
Yeah.
And I hope whoever's going to do the X-Men movie, that I was telling Noel that the X-Men, it's all like fun and games and comical, but I hope they do it dark.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of racism, there's a lot of
Yeah.
mutant killings and stuff, like, genocide and what have you. If they played it that way,
The X-Men were written to kind of mirror the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
So yeah.
so it's like whatever it is,
I mean, yeah. It's just like you guys are just talking, like you said about segregation and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
You guys are mutants, pretty much talking about, different races and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
and
it's like,
eliminate
wow.
and
Yeah.
stuff and kill them or whatever, or go back to where you belong or something.
I love, and I think it was the first or second X-Men movie when they kind of mirrored it as being like homosexual and stuff when they
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
visit what's his face's mom, and she goes, "Have you just tried not being a mutant?"
Yeah.
Have you tried not being a mutant?
Like, have you tried not being gay?
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
funny how like you
doesn't
have
work that
the.
way.
It's funny how one of the Pyro, he just goes, well, it's actually the father that carries the mutant gene, so blame him.
Actually, they discovered that males are the ones who carry the mutant gene and pass it on, so it's his fault.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mario's, with hopefully they go at a different turn, more darker. I'm not saying Marvel is cookie cutter, but it's like lighthearted in the beginning, and then as we go down the road and more into the MCU, it's get a little more darker a little bit.
Yeah.
But I hope with the X-Men they go full dark.
I hope so.
Go full
Considering,
dark.
I mean, all the Deadpools that I've seen so far, rated R.
That's
Lots
what-
of blood.
I love that.
And if they go in that kind of a genre to where they, I know X-Men is with Disney and stuff, but then you guys can make it PG. Yeah, it's PG-13, but then it's got to be dark.
I mean, Deadpool got the okay to be the first
Yeah.
Marvel R-rated movie that Disney produces.
Yeah.
I mean, considering all this stuff that DC's doing, they're doing really great, and DC has always been dark.
Yeah.
Always. There's
Especially
death,
the animated
everything.
movies.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
if they did it, if the Marvel scene did it, I mean, I don't know if you guys seen the Japanese version of the X-Men. No. Well, I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore, but they had them where I think it was made in Japan, but it was all anime, and it was dark. There was a lot of, like, of course, racism. They had one scene where Storm was vacationing on a boat, and all of a sudden she sees these pirates, and everybody in the cruise was freaking out, and she went, "Oh, here we go again."
Yeah.
She went up and she froze them in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean just to, and I was like, wait a minute, did she just freeze them to death? So it's dark, and there was so much stuff that I wish they incorporated that with the new movies that are coming out, especially with Marvel.
And that's why I think Sam Raimi should take that job, because he's on the dark side. He's done, all the Evil Deads.
Yeah.
And then of course I love, when me and Mario went to go see. Did you go with us to go watch Doctor Strange 2? Did you go with us?
No.
Oh, I thought
Solo
you did.
on my own.
I thought you went with us. But when me and Mario went to go watch Doctor Strange Part 2, guys, it was awesome. It was dark. I mean, him sleepwalking through another variant of his version, of Doctor Strange that was dead.
My favorite part of that whole movie was freaking Wanda when she was doing her seancing to do her sleepwalking.
Oh, with the Darkhold?
Dreamwalking thing, yeah. Oh my god, the music, the atmosphere.
It was there, man.
The turns of he knows how to direct and write a film.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying Sam Raimi should just go for it, because I highly doubt that he can make a bad X-Men movie. I don't think he can. In my opinion, I don't think he can.
I'm just excited for the new movies that are coming out. And so, but I hope, this is the top of movies that are coming out. Of course, we got the Marvels coming out November 5th.
Yes.
And I guess as a spoiler, I already told Noel this morning, and I told Steven as far as for one of the post-credit scenes,
Oh yeah.
is that Kamala Khan actually finds either a tablet or something, or some sort of a roster with all of the new Avengers. Of course, there's going to be Squirrel Girl, of course,
Anna Kendrick,
Ironheart.
please.
So, but
I can see that.
but you know how when you're trying to scroll things through Twitter and all of a sudden you see something, goes, oh, it says, oh, and then I wish I didn't see it. I did see something that I'm not going to say in front of these two guys, just so they can see it in the movies for
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
You suck.
I'm a
You
spoiler lady.
You
I
cheated.
saw it.
You two-timing.
I just saw a little bit of it. It didn't make any sense, and I was like, "Oh, you're kidding me!" And then I go, "Well, at least I know that this person's going to be in the new Avengers." But I can't tell you who it is. But yeah, it's something that I can't wait.
Hannibal Lecter.
No wonder why they're going dark
Bubba
now.
Beans and okay. But
But me and Mario had a theory that, adding to his theory about, the roster, that the main Avengers timeline is going to end, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we've been hearing lately.
It's long over.
It's long over. It's been long over. So what's going to happen is, now, from what I heard, and I told Mario this, that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to be the new leader.
oh,
He's going to be the leader. And then, of course, there's possibly Hawk Girl Kate Bishop, she's gonna play into this. Black Widow's sister, Yelena, she's gonna be a part of this too. And then of course,
Isn't
with
she
the
already
Thunderbolts,
part of the Thunderbolts?
she's part of the Thunderbolts. So hopefully we get to see that her. I want to see her and Spider-Man have like some dialogue. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We are hopeful for next year because we got asked out of Craven today.
Hey, but you know what? In the wake, we mourn Craven today.
Yeah.
But we look forward to Loki tonight.
Guys, Loki premieres tonight on Disney Plus at
6 p.m.
6 p.m. East Central.
We're in California.
Yeah, we're in Cali. Yeah, we're in Cali. Still hot.
California.
But anyway, I don't know if they're gonna first. I hate you. But I think they're gonna show either the first 2 episodes tonight.
No, I think it's the
Just
first
one.
Just one.
Oh,
And it's only 6
Miss
episodes,
Minutes
right?
texted me the whole roster.
That's right, she did,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for tonight.
I am too. Hey, what do you guys think is gonna happen in season 2? And do you think Jonathan Majors is still gonna be king?
With everything that happened, I don't know. They haven't said anything about him, like his contract or anything.
But I think this king that's coming up, I think he is that king that was killed in Ant-Man.
Oh, Victor Timely?
But do you think he's actually dead though? I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he's dead because remember in the movie he got carried off by
The ants.
Ants, and
Yeah.
I was like,
then he was like super shrunk.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Yeah, because we already know then that end credit scene for what was it? Doctor Strange? Are we gonna see that Loki scene?
yeah, I think that's at the end of
Yeah, Loki. They show that scene where they see Victor Timely, and he's terrified of King. So is that going to be the only King we come across? Because he seems so scared.
Well,
of
I
him.
heard that was going to be like the first 10 minutes, maybe, possibly or maybe the last minutes of
I
the.
feel like it'd be the
first-
last 10 minutes. That
the
seems
episode,
that
yeah.
sounded like an end scene.
Yeah,
Like oh, he's terrified. Blue black.
but then with the whole Jonathan Majors thing, real quick, they're saying that if they were to recast him, who would you want?
They were.
I was thinking about John Boyega.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were talking about John Boyega. I could see him do it. He's a good actor.
but yeah, I'm excited for of course Loki for tonight.
Yes.
But I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of. But didn't they say that he's going to clean up a timeline?
I'm gonna clean up a bunch of crap.
He has to clean up a lot of things.
He's going to clean up a lot of things.
Yeah, and
I'm wondering if this is going to get rid of the Avengers, the old Avengers.
well, they did a lot of promises with the first season. Like they said it was going to change the whole MCU, and really all it did was kind of show us a statue of Kang.
Yeah.
It didn't really change the whole MCU.
All they were just saying is that King is he's coming. That's all it is.
What if?
Yeah. Oh, and they showed us a regular King, I guess.
Oh,
What
yeah.
if they show timely, but then all of a sudden you see like another Kang in that wherever continuum what they're at, and all of a sudden you see somebody building Sentinels there.
Well, because we
Just the head.
before
Just the
before we see Victor Timely.
Wait a minute! Wait! Sorry.
Yeah.
Doesn't the Sentinel's head look like one of the Kangs?
Does it though?
I'll put a picture in right now.
Like the way it's made, like how Kang looks like in.
You know what?
Oh, like comic book accurate. Kang.
Yeah.
Maybe. That could,
So is the Sentinel like a statue of the Kangs, and he's trying to kill all the
He's
decent?
so narcissistic.
Yeah. I don't know.
who knows? Dang.
Wow.
Wow.
You're floating off into the
I'm gonna
abyss.
say, input Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow. But as far as for that goes, guys, I think as far as for the movies that are coming up, we got the Marvels November 9th. We got Loki tonight, the Marvels November 5th, and of course Aquaman in
December.
And then that's it for the end for 2023. But
I do hope, like with the actors, the film actors thing going on, they said they're still in talks now, so it could be the end of this month, guys. It could be next month. We don't know, but we do hope that this comes to a peaceful conclusion. We do hope that the actors get their just their paid dues. They have to. So, like I said, we were bummed about what happened with with everything that went on. And how long did how long did the writers been going for, Mario?
Man, the writer's strike was, I think,
like 3 months.
3 or 4 months. Yeah. Right now, SAG is on, I think, 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Because I know they started about 30-40 days after the writer's strike.
Yeah.
It was promising that last week they were in talks and sounded like everything was okay.
Yeah, just the other day they were at the table, they
Yeah,
said.
so I guess it happened again, so they're going to do some more negotiating, see how that goes. And hopefully they get what they want because they deserve it.
They do.
They really do.
They really deserve it. They're
make
so
our world.
underrated right now. And all these actors really just, they're the ones who make our dreams come true.
Yeah.
As far as
Yes.
going to the movies and then we just escape realism and then we're just there and then just like the what if, you know? So.
And that's what we keep going back for, is the what if. You're just like, oh my god, these are our favorite characters back on the big screen.
Yeah.
And then being able to talk about it like we do now.
Yeah.
You know, geek out and then just be like, guys, what did you guys think about this scene? Or what did you guys think about this guy's acting or this woman's acting, you know?
Yeah.
And you get, like I said, the actors, like Mario said, they make our dreams come true.
Yeah.
They really do.
But in conclusion, guys, as far as for anything that's coming up, what are you guys most anticipated movie for anything?
Yeah, write in the
this year,
comments.
next year.
Write in the comments below.
Yeah.
Tell us what you guys are really excited for. What do you guys hope to see?
Marvel, DC, whatever.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
even a comic book. What movie are you looking forward to coming out?
Even the video
Yeah.
games, guys, because I told Mario about the Wolverine video game. That's on hold because of the whole actors and writers strike.
I bought the PS5 Spider-Man edition, not knowing that it doesn't come out till the 20th.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
They
yeah.
could have at least put another video game in with that box.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered. I can't wait to get my game. I still have to get Mortal Kombat 1. It's been out and I haven't got it yet.
Get over here! So was it?
Come on. Yeah, put that in there, please, and then put in the Mortal Kombat theme, please. I love that.
Katana wins.
Flawless victory.
Or when you're me and I button mash, I don't know how to do a really good fatality, so it's just, hey
you-
guys,
Fatality.
just a kick.
Stevens is fatality.
I have a rattle and a pass.
Oh my gosh.
How funny. And you guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us with another edition of MCG Labs. I'm your host, Mario, with...
I'm Stephen G.
I'm Noelle.
And remember, subscribe, like, put your comments down below. Tell us what you do like, what's coming out, and maybe this guy needs a haircut. What do you guys think? A buzz?
Let's go bald.
Bald-headed?
Hey.
Maybe.
We'll see you next time, guys.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us at MCG Labs. We hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.